All right, the COVID-19 outbreak is increasing the need for blood donations. Now, there's no link of a risk to donate blood. The problem is just not enough people are doing it. So here to explain is Rich Woodruff from the Utah Red Cross. Now, Rich, what's the issue here?
Well, most people may not realize most of our blood drives are off-site. The Red Cross ourselves, we're not actually canceling blood drives. However, a lot of our host-led or partner-led events are canceling or postponing drives because of concerns for just their own staffs and that sort of thing. So
yeah,
there's some fear factor.
So you're starting to see people who are just canceling people or getting together. We've had talk about sports where they're going to be playing games without a crowd, without an audience there to watch those games. And so you're starting to see that trickle effect that's affecting some of these things.
Yeah, you hear the term social distancing. I mean, by inference, obviously, that means that events such as sporting events and that sort of thing need a little extra vigilance.
So for the Red Cross, where does that put you as far as the need for blood donations?
Well, there's a dip. Once a drive is canceled, then, you know, we count on a certain supply of blood to be on the hospital shelves. And when we get upside down on that, even if it's a seasonal drop, we always want to remind the public to continue donate. It's extremely safe, and we're taking extra steps ourselves to ensure that safety.
Yeah, so how do you ease some of those concerns for people?
Well, a lot of the standard things that we talk about, you know, if you sneeze or cough in a tissue, this sort of thing. But we're also making sure that our staff, we have new protocols, make sure they're okay, that they don't have any flu symptoms. And of course, when we go through a screening process, we want to make sure that people know if they don't feel well or if they're sick, to please postpone that donation as well.
So you're taking some extra measures to make sure your staff and everyone who comes and donates blood is okay, and that make sure there's no risk of any virus spreading there.
Yeah.
Is there any precautions that, let's say you wanted to donate blood, you realize, okay, it's good to go, you're not going to have to worry about getting the virus from making a blood donation.
Sure.
But is there any precautions that people who are coming that they would need to take?
Well, certainly you want to use the same precautions for any spread of virus to make sure that you know, you're protecting
washing your hands,
washing
like
your
that.
hands at least 20 seconds, hand sanitizer, and we're doing the same on our end. We're wiping down equipment more. We're changing gloves frequently. We're just taking those extra steps just to ensure that our donors feel a little higher level of confidence in their safety.
I know you have some limitations though with this particular situation.
Yeah.
As far as who can donate and who
well,
can't.
yeah, if you've traveled to these countries within the last 28 days, Hong Kong, Macau, Iran, Italy, South Korea, of course, those are hot spots, and we would ask that you defer donating blood. Or if you think you may have come in contact with the virus or feel it yourself, those are the criteria that we want you to keep in mind that would preclude you from donating, at least for right now.
It gives you a sense for some of those precautions you're taking to make sure that, again, that you still need those donations.
Yeah.
You still want people to come in, but you want to make sure it's a clean and a safe process.
Yeah, it's always safe. We always go to extreme measures. You know, of course, we're FDA regulated, et cetera. But even in spite of that, we want to make sure that the public knows the blood supply is safe. There's no evidence to suggest that any respiratory diseases or viruses such as this can be transmitted through donation. So just know that you're safe and that we still need the blood, and especially now, we want to make sure that supply is on the shelves when needed.
Yeah, so again, they need all those blood donations they can still get, even though that people are kind of shying away from that. So if people want to, if they look at this, they say, you know, I want to donate. How do they do it?
RedCrossBlood.org, we've got an app, but if you go there, you can find out. We certainly recommend appointments to cut down on the waiting time, and it's an easy process, and it doesn't take a whole lot of your time, but it makes a big difference for somebody else.
You bet. Of course, we have a link to that on our website, abc4.com/GMU. Talking this morning with Rich Woodruff from the Utah Red Cross. Rich, a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Sarah, back to you.